Verse 23, book of Acts chapter 15, verse 23.
Bring it out.
And they wrote letters by them after this manner. The apostles and elders and brethren send greeting unto brethren which are of the Gentiles.
This is the letter that you refer to, that they're writing, which are their brethren, the Gentiles. So you already know what a Gentile is. That's a non-Israelite, or it's an Israelite that's caught up in these other nations, right?
Or Greek.
Or yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's a non-Israelite, or it's an Israelite that's living like he's a heathen. That's what a Gentile is. Go ahead. So they're writing letters to his brethren. So that automatically lets you know that they're Israelites that he's writing to. Read.
The apostles and elders and brethren send greeting unto the brethren which are of the Gentiles in Antioch and Syria and Sicilia.
So all these places read.
Verse 24. For as much as we have heard that certain which went out from us.
Certain disciples.
Here we go. Start at 20.
No, read that part. That's part I
Okay, well, go back to it.
Okay. Verse 24.
I'm just trying to get to the point.
For as much as we have heard that certain which went out from us have troubled you with words, subverting your souls, saying, ye must be circumcised and keep the law, to whom we gave no such commandment.
So what's the point?
All right. The point was Peter is telling them that we didn't tell you to go preach the laws to them folks. That's what Peter's telling the brethren.
Right.
Okay?
No, actually, no.
They can't handle the law.
No.
That
What
is
it said,
Peter
read
is
it
saying.
again. Read it again.
I'm reading it again.
Read it again.
Slow.
Hold on, wait. Read it again and read it slow. There's a reason why he's sending this letter. Because if you just knew in the truth, and I could read you 613 laws immediately, this is what you need to follow, you're going to be like, oh, hell, I can't do that. It's impossible. That's why he's sending out this letter as a starter kit. Imagine you, how old are you? What's your name?
I'm 50 years old.
You're 50 years old. Imagine me telling you, hey, brother, you're an Israelite. Guess what you got to do? Go get circumcised at 50 years old. You know how painful that is? That's why the Lord said do it on the 8th day.
Right. But you're interjecting your opinion in it. That's straightforward.
Okay, read it again. Read it again. Yeah, start at 23. Read it again.
Verse 23.
Because you interjecting your opinion in it because it doesn't say what you're saying. Read it. Watch.
And they wrote letters by them after this manner. The apostles and elders and brethren send greeting.
They send greetings that what?
Unto the brethren which are of the Gentiles in Antioch and Syria and Sicilia. Verse 24. For as much as we have heard that certain which went out from us have troubled you with words,
saying what?
Subverting your souls, saying, ye must be circumcised and keep the law, to whom we gave no such commandment.
They're saying,
Also, you're saying that they didn't give them these commands. The law.
Okay, all right, no, okay. They didn't give them no command to keep the law. Keep reading. Since they gave them no such commandment. Now, first and foremost, what you got to understand is it says we gave no such commandment. Those are the elder men saying that we didn't give no such commandment, right? So can I give you a commandment? Go ahead.
Okay, I'm reading for you again, sir. Verse 24. For as much as we have heard that certain which went out from us have troubled you with words, subverting your souls, saying.
What does subverting your soul mean? What does that mean?
Troubling you, right? Okay.
Saying, ye must be circumcised. Ye must be circumcised.
That's what?
That's a symbol. When you're circumcised, you keep the law.
That is the law. To be circumcised.
Keep the law.
That's what it's saying. First of all, such is in italics. That means it was inserted.
Yeah, anything in italics is
That means
something
it was
that's
inserted.
added.
It was added in there. But the point is,
28. For it seemed good to the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, you can read it as is. Go to Leviticus, what was it, 21? Leviticus, where the swine and all that. Get that. Look for meat strangled amongst itself. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead, finish that out.
All right, Book of Acts chapter 15, verse 28.
Go on.
For it seemed good to the Holy Ghost.
It seemed good to the Spirit to do what?
And to us to lay upon you no greater burden.
No what?
No greater burden.
What is being circumcised at 50? It's a great burden. Read.
Than these necessary things.
And then these what?
These necessary things.
Let's see if they gave a commandment not to teach the law. Read.
Verse 29. That ye abstain from meats offered to idols.
Meats offered to idols. Get Exodus 20. Hold on, wait. That's a law. That's a law. No, we got to back this up now. That is a law.
Oh, bring it out.
Get Exodus. What is it?
Meat strangled.
Matter of fact, get Revelation. Get Revelation 2. Get Revelation 2. No. That was
You Jack?
I forget what you was trying to read. Revelation 2. Give me the church. But I have a few things against it.
What's the nationality, sir? What's the nationality?
Read it.
This is the book of
Now,
Revelation.
this is Christ. Now what did it say? Read that again in verse 29.
Verse 29. That ye abstain from meats offered to idols.
Meat offered up to idols, read.
And from blood.
And from blood. Now read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 14. But I have a few things against thee.
So this is Christ talking. He's talking to one of the church. He said he has a few things against thee, read.
Because thou hast there them that hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balak to cast a stumbling block.
What? What?
A stumbling block.
Cast a stumbling block.
For the children of Israel to eat things sacrificed unto idols.
To do what?
To eat things sacrificed unto idols.
Christ hates that. Now you just said that they was teaching not to keep the law, but guess what? That's a law. Give me that in Exodus. I want to say it's Exodus. No, it might be 34. Exodus 34. Let me make sure. Now we're gonna go to the law. Now we're gonna go to the law. Exodus 34. Wait. No, let me finish. Let me finish. All right, here we go. Exodus 34:15. Read that. This is a law. This is a commandment. You say that's not a law. So now we got to prove that that was a law. Go ahead.
The book of Exodus, chapter 15. Or
34:15.
The book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 15.
Bring it out.
Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their gods, and do sacrifice.
And do what?
And do sacrifice
Read.
unto their gods.
Unto these other gods, which is what? Idol worship, right? Read.
And one called thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice.
So somebody that's not of your nation will sacrifice to another god, eat of their sacrifice, right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt make thee no molten gods.
Oh, that was it on that. So he's saying don't eat. Yeah, that was it on that. Don't eat of their sacrifices. That is a law. Eating things offered unto idols. That's a law. We just read it. Now go back to Acts. Get that back in
Book of Acts.
Now get that in dietary law blood. You got it? Read.
The book of Acts, chapter 15, verse 28.
That one is a law. We're not finished though. Because it said two things. In this one verse is things offered unto idols and blood, right? Read it.
Verse 29 from the top. That ye abstain from meats offered to idols.
That's a law. We just read that. And what else?
And from blood.
And from blood. Read that.
This is the third book of Moses called Leviticus.
It's a book of Leviticus. That's the law, right? Read it.
Chapter 19 and 26. Ye shall not eat anything with blood.
Eat anything with what?
With blood. With the blood.
Read that again. No, not you. Hold that. Read it.
that ye abstain from meats offered to idols.
And what else?
And from blood.
And from what?
And from blood.
Read that.
Ye shall not eat anything with the blood.
Shall not eat anything. That's a law. Keep going on that. Read that.
And from things strangled. And from fornication.
Hold on, wait. Find that strength that die of itself. That die of itself. That's what I said. All you had to do is drop down. Leviticus 7 and 24. Give me Leviticus 7 and 24. Read it.
No, I would be
Leviticus 7 and 24. Or you don't need that one. That's second. Read it first.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 7 and 24. And the fat of the beast that dieth of himself, and the fat of that which is torn with beasts, may be used in any other use, but ye shall in no wise eat it.
See that? Animal strangled and die of itself. That's a law. Go ahead, finish that. So they're teaching. This is, you said they gave no such commandment to teach the law. Well, guess what? They're teaching the law. This is the letter they're writing to the Israelites to keep the law. This is what you would call a starter kit. Why did he get in trouble for what? Get that in Acts. No, Paul. They was actually that ain't. No, Paul got in trouble because he. Yeah, get Acts 21. Get Acts 21. No, don't worry about it. Acts 21. Okay.
Acts.
Hey, wait, stop. Wait, stop. Hold on. Wait. Okay, that's fine. But where can we find the law? Did Peter write the law? Can Peter change the law?
So why would he tell them not to go preach the gospel?
I just told you it's a starter kit because you're 50 years old. If you didn't never heard this word before, and I tell you, grown ass man, you gotta go get circumcised right now, or you're gonna die. Guess what? You're gonna be like, the hell with this? You know, a grown man gets circumcised. You know how that feels?
What I'm saying is, he did not provide. He said that all you need to follow. That's all. That's the problem. He said that these four things are all you need to follow. And that's what I have that problem with.
Bro, it's a starter kit. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
It's a starter kit, but that's not what he said.
It is. It's an act. All of these things right here. The first. Well, you
trying
first.
to say we
It
got
doesn't
all the laws.
No. You already got it. You already got it. Read Acts 21. Go to the council where you said Paul said we ain't got to do that. Read that.
So Paul said it was too much a burden.
Paul said the laws is a burden.
Yeah. So he gave them those four things. So they should follow, the Gentiles would follow. He told us do not follow the law. Follow these. Yes, that's what he said.
Read it.
Because the guy,
No.
The guy
Let us finish.
Don't
Don't worry about it. Go ahead, read.
All right. The book of Paul.
The book of Paul, huh? Go ahead. The book of Paul.
I was like, wow.
The book of Acts, chapter 21, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
And when we were come to Jerusalem, and brethren received us gladly,
So this is the council. Paul's giving his testimony of what he's been through. Read.
and the day following, Paul went and with us unto James, and all the elders were present.
So James, the Lord's brother, read.
And when he had saluted them, he declared particularly what things God had wrought among the Gentiles by his ministry.
Go ahead. So he's telling them all the works that he's done while he's been out. We're at the council.
All right, listen what James said.
And when they
This is
heard
what he
it,
said?
James, listen
Okay,
what James
all right.
say. Pay attention to what James said.
Let's find out. Go ahead.
and when they heard it, they glorified the Lord and said unto him, Thou seest, brother, how many thousands of Jews there are which believe,
And are what?
and are which believe,
Well, it doesn't matter that they're Jews that which believe. That's not the point of contention. Go ahead.
That's the
and
point.
they are all
That's the
zealous
point?
of the law.
Wait a minute. The Jews that believe, they're the point.
Right. He's saying that because this the fourth thing they gave out,
Paul was preaching that to the Jews. He was only supposed to preach it to the Gentiles.
No.
He was saying that. That's why he got in trouble.
Okay, wait, no. That's not why he got in trouble. That's not why he got in trouble. He said the Jews which believe. So can I be a Jew and not believe? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What that have to do with anything?
They were only supposed to preach to the Gentiles, not to the Jews.
That's unbelievable. Finish it out. What is a Gentile? Go ahead, finish it. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna start with 20 again.
Yeah,
And when
They are all zealous of the law.
And they're what? Oh, damn.
They love the law.
I've been stressing it, but ain't
Go ahead. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
And when they heard it, they glorified the Lord, and said unto him, Thou seest, brother, how many thousands of Jews there are which believe,
How many Jews that which believe and what else?
and they are all zealous of the law.
They're zealous of the law. So what's your point?
All right, now,
That means that they going hard for the law. What's the point?
Keep going. It's going to explain why Paul got in trouble. He's
That's what
wrong
you're
in
that's what
why.
your answer. Here's what your question is.
Keep on right.
That's what is that what your question is? Why Paul got in trouble?
no, that's
Read
not
it.
his question.
Keep on right. Keep on reading.
And they are informed of thee, that thou teachest all the Jews which are among the Gentiles to forsake
what?
Moses.
To do
Okay.
what?
To forsake.
To forsake Moses.
The Paul right there, the Paul right there
no.
is preaching to the Muslims that same stuff. But he said, they're saying that law was there not for the Jews. Paul was teaching
No,
against the law.
that's not what that just
and
said.
that's what
I'm
he's
gonna read it
saying.
again slower.
That is not what that said.
It
It
said
just
there's a
said
rumor going around that Paul
is
is
teaching people not to
keep the
circumcise
law.
and not to keep the law.
Right.
That's what he just
21.
said.
You got to bring them.
So which one is it? Are they supposed to keep the law or not keep the law?
Keep
We
the
got a
law
problem right
great.
here, right? Read.
Is the law great?
And they
Ain't no
are
law
informed
grace.
of thee,
I say, is the
that
law
thou
or
teachest
grace?
all the Jews which are among the Gentiles to forsake Moses,
Yes.
saying that they
It's the
ought
law
not
for me
to
to stone you, so you
circumcise,
They are not to what?
circumcise.
So he's teaching, Paul is teaching these Jews,
That's great.
newly converted Jews, not to be circumcised. They have a problem with that. Read.
Read on.
Peter just
Their
said it.
children, neither to walk after the custom.
Or not keep the law.
Right.
That we have a problem with that. Keep reading.
What is it therefore?
What the hell is this? Read.
The multitude
Break it
must
out,
needs
Yaquab.
come together,
Uh-huh.
for they will hear that thou art come.
The multitude is coming because they know you're here.
Right.
Read.
Do therefore this that we say to thee.
So you need to do this.
That's
What?
right.
Read.
We have 4 men which have a vow on them.
We have 4 men that have a
Nazarite
vow.
vow.
What is that? The Nazarite vow, right?
Right.
We have 4 men that have a Nazarite vow. Read.
Okay.
Them
What-
take
Uh-huh.
and purify thyself.
What is that? That's a law, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to purify thyself. Read.
He's trying to hide them now.
And be at charges with
He's
them.
going to hide them. Okay. Read. And be at charges with them. You're going to take this oath too to do what? Read.
That they may shave their heads,
Uh-huh.
and all may know that those things whereof they were informed concerning thee,
So all those things where you taught, we heard that you was teaching the Gentile or the Jews not to keep the law and not be circumcised. We need you to go do this, take this vow, go with these men, make this offering, so that all these things that we're hearing, the word on the street, is what?
are nothing.
Is what?
Are nothing.
Oh, that's nothing. That's bull crap.
Okay.
That's what he's saying.
They trying to
Read.
hide Paul first.
But that thyself also walkest orderly and keepest the law.
What did Paul do?
Keepest the law.
Paul keeps the law.
No.
Simple. Can't get
James
So if
said
Paul-
that. James said that to hide them.
To hide. Where did it say to hide them there?
Yeah.
Where did it say that?
All right, keep on
It
reading.
says, go ahead and do this
But the people
to
know
prove
better.
and to show the people that you keep the law too. That's what it just said. Where did it say hide so that you can hide and nobody will know who you are?
Oh, okay.
Where does it say that?
That's what he's trying to do. That's
Why is he
James
trying to
said,
hide when it
because
just
the people-
said to prove to the
Paul-
people that he keeps the law?
All right. If you read the whole Bible, Paul preached against the law.
Unbelievable.
He preaches against the law.
Paul, give me that. Hold on, wait. No. Give me that. Give me where Paul said he walks in all of the law. It's in Acts. It's in Acts. I want to say it's in that same chapter.
Why do you think the Christians don't follow the law? Paul.
Huh?
They don't follow the Bible, man. Christians.
We call them
don't
Paul.
follow none of
We call
that.
them Paul.
They don't understand
They
Paul.
follow Paul. They don't follow.
Because they don't know how the timeline of, they don't understand how the timeline of the Gospels was written or the epistles was written. They don't understand that. Right? So
Paul
you'll
wrote
read
13
Galatians, Galatians 4 where it says circumcision is nothing. But then now we're reading Romans where it says circumcision profits everything. So now which one is it? And it's written by the same guy. So now which one is it? Are we to get circumcised or are we not to get circumcised?
Well,
This is why they had that council.
yeah, and
Hey
then-
Paul, I'm hearing things, baby. What's up, man? People talking about you telling them they ain't gotta get circumcised.
At the council, Peter
Paul's
said,
like, nah, I ain't
don't
say
listen
that.
to them guys that talking about
See what I'm
circumcision.
saying?
Peter was the one that talked about don't listen to them guys about falling because it was too hard for them. That's what Peter was saying.
It was it's in Acts where Paul himself says that he keeps the law. Paul himself is in Acts.
That's not what he preached.
You know what I'm talking
And
about?
that's why the Israelites wanted to kill him.
Why the Israelites wanted to kill him?
Yeah.
No, the
Who you
Israelites
think was
wanted to kill
stoning
him.
Paul and he cried out to the Roman soldiers? That was Paul that was killing because he was preaching against the law.
Man, where is it? Hold on, I'll find it. I'll find it. Man, I think it was in Acts 21. I think it was. Give me 24 and 14. Give me 24 and 14. As soon as I find it. Acts 24 and 14. Read that. Let's see if Paul said, to hell with the law, I'm going to teach not to keep the law, or what? Yeah, 24, 14. Do it.
The book of
Let's
Acts,
find
chapter 24, verse 14.
This is Paul speaking. Read.
But this I confess unto thee.
Matter of fact, jump up to read verse 1. And read verse 1. But I'm trying to get it to where Paul stays up and talks. You see that anywhere? Yeah, 16:11. Anyway, read verse 1 just to show that Paul is here. Is it 10? Yeah. Give me 10. Give me 10 and then jump down to what I told you. Yeah. Read that.
The book of Acts, chapter 24, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Then Paul, after that the governor had beckoned unto him to speak, answered.
Now it's Paul's turn to speak. So we just established this is Paul speaking,
He
right?
wasn't going to
Read.
try to
Jump
kill
down.
him.
14.
Verse 14.
He was in court.
Yeah, he's in court.
Right.
So now,
Of course he's going to
14.
say that.
But this I confess unto thee, that after the way which they call heresy,
After the way which they call heresy, read.
so worship I the God of my fathers,
So worship I, the God of my fathers, read.
believing in all things
Believing in all things. That's the prophets. That's everything that's written, read.
which are written in the law and the prophets.
He believes in what?
In the law and the
He
prophets.
believes in the law and the prophets. Was that it on that?
And have hope towards God, which they themselves also ally, that there shall be a resurrection of the dead, both of the just and unjust.
That was it on that. So Paul just said he believes in keeping the law. So now what?
So why was he in front of the court? Because he was preaching against the law. That's why he was there. Because the Israelites tried to kill him. Because he was preaching against.
Why did they try to kill him? Why was they trying to kill Paul?
Read Galatians, the whole book. Read Philippians.
That's your problem, though.
All they talk about is do not follow the law. That's all he talks about.
And then that's why I said you got to understand the order it was written in. That's why they had that council in Acts 21 and Acts 15. This is why. Because they're hearing things, and now when you get to Romans, he's saying what? That it profits in every way to keep the law and the faith and to be circumcised. So which one is it? By the same author, which one? Is it not to keep the law, or is it to keep the law?
It's two different things. When you're in front of the trial, you're going to say one thing, but when you're out on the street preaching non-law, it's a total different story. And that's what he did. He preached non-law.
All right.
Just Paul? That's the only person doing that?
Peter too, because Peter was changing a lot of laws. So he said,
That's it?
Anyway, let's go ahead and close that out. Close that out. Give me what I need. Give me Romans 10 and 1.
Hey, he just searching.
You still want to go up?
We the ones in tune with the land. We the ones with no food in our hand. Killers dead, they don't give a damn. I got a message for Uncle Sam. Jesus Christ was a black man. Boy, we all play like a cat. Here to reclaim Afghanistan. Pakistan with the sword in my hand.